Check. And welcome everybody to the West Gym atop Burnaby Mountain in Burnaby, British Columbia. Howard Samura here for GNAC men's basketball host Simon Fraser, the visiting Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. And yes, thanks for joining us on this rare 2 o'clock start here in a rescheduled game for both of these basketball teams. Both of them coming off of losses on Saturday. Both of them hungry for victories here at the West Gym. Simon Fraser, if you were with us Saturday, they had their bright moments, a terrific first half. Early in the second half, built a nice lead against Western Oregon, but wound up falling 76-63. The loss lowering Simon Fraser's record in the conference to 5-6. They are 3-2 at home in the conference, 2-4 away. And boy, in the midst of a very, very heavy slate of games here as they make up, as we mentioned, from many of those COVID canceled games earlier in the season. Alaska Anchorage, a two-weekend road trip, both of them losses, and they hope to get back on the winning track from their perspective today. They started out last Thursday losing 70-66 at Northwest Nazarene in Nampa, Idaho, and then on Saturday losing in overtime 81-80 to the Central Washington Wildcats at the Nicholson Pavilion in Ellensburg, Washington. So Alaska Anchorage coming in on a 2-game losing streak. Alaska Anchorage is 6-5 overall in the conference, but in their GNAC road games have a record of 2-5. They are a perfect 4-0 in Anchorage, but are struggling a bit on the road, but getting in their share of road games here. They're going to have some nice home games to finish the schedule. But it's going to be a tough one here for both of these teams today, as we've seen around the conference. All the teams are beat up. Everyone's hurt. Everyone's kind of going on fumes right now as the slate gets so heavy here right towards the end of the conference season. We are positioned here to give you the play-by-play today, and we are seated in our broadcast location right next to the Simon Fraser bench. You may hear head coach Steve Hansen and company over the course of our broadcast. About 90 seconds to go before the start of the anthems and the player introductions. We can let you know the starters today for Alaska Anchorage, and they will be as follows. Number 1, David Rowlands, the 6-foot senior guard, the Dayton, Ohio native, and the transfer from Hawaii Pacific will be one of the players in the starting group as well. Tobin Karlberg, number 13, the 6-foot junior, the lone Alaska native, Grace Christian High School Anchorage native, who will be starting as well. Number 21, at 6'6", the junior guard Keegan Crosby out of Nathan Hale High School in Seattle, Washington, and a transfer from North Idaho College. Another guard forward, Hunter Sweet, 6'4", 190, a senior, a native of Beaverton, Oregon, and a transfer from the now defunct program at Concordia University in Portland. And as well, David Riley, the 6'8", 245-pound senior out of Farmington, New Mexico, and a transfer out of Colorado Northwestern Community College. Simon Fraser, their starters here today. Julian Roche, the big man. You'll see a ton of him as well. He had a solid weekend. Josiah Mastandrea shooting the ball so well, moving off the bench into the starting group, and his three-point ball falling with regularity these days. David Penny as well. You're going to hear a horn here in about 5 seconds. David Penny running the point. Wilfred Bellata, number 10. One of those guard forwards, the effective offensive rebounder, and Jamal Wright, whose play has just blossomed here over the last couple of weeks. wearing number 15. We're going to take a break now for the anthems, as we said, and the starting lineups. We'll join you in a moment from the West Gym for the opening tip. Simon Fraser and Alaska Anchorage.
Basketball team. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you please rise and please remove all caps for the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Wait, me too?
Beginning with today's starters for Alaska Anchorage. Starting at guard, number 1, David Rollins. Starting guard, number 13, Kevin Carlberg. Starting guard, number 21, Keegan Crosby. Starting forward, number 25, David Riley. And starting forward, number 30, Hunter Sweet. And coaching the Eagles, Rusty Osborne with assistant coaches Ryan and James McCullough. And now, today's starting lineup for SFU. It begins at guard, standing 6'2", a senior from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, number 1, Josiah Mastenra. Starting point guard, standing 6'1", a sophomore from Guelph, Ontario, number 3, David Hay. Starting guard, standing 6'4", a junior from Montreal, Quebec, number 10, Wilfred Bula. Starting guard, standing 6'6", a junior from Toronto, Ontario, number 15, Jamal Wright.
And that'll do it here. The introductions of both teams. The starting lineup is set for some GNAC men's basketball here from the West Gym. Howard Smyrna, thanks for joining us all on the broadcast here today. Our shout out to everybody on the SFU broadcast crew for getting the broadcast on the air. Hope you'll enjoy it. And a shout out to everybody in the great state of Alaska as well, of course, in Anchorage, where the Seawolves getting ready to try and win their third road conference game, coming in with a 2-5 record on the road in the GNAC. Of course, as we mentioned, a perfect 4-0, and that's a 6-5 record on the season. Simon Fraser, Julian Roche, the 7-footer, the Santa Clara transfer, set to jump it against David Riley, the 6'8" senior. And the officials for today's game, Reese King, Chuck Frayne, Rolando Calapese, and that's Mr. Reese King that will get the ceremonies underway here to start this basketball game from the West Gym. Julian Roche for Simon Fraser winning the tip. The point guard, David Penny. His first full year starting at the point to Josiah Mastandrea. Here's Will Bellotta. Will, the cross-court pass. Right back up top they go to Mastandrea for the three, and Josiah picks up right where he left off on Saturday. Knocks down the big triple. The Port Coquitlam native, the pride of Terry Fox Secondary School, with a big triple here. 3-0 Simon Fraser. David Rowlands into the paint to kick back out. The head fake from Hunter Sweet rolls off the back of the iron. A big rebound by Roche. Ripped away. Here's Penny. The drive, the kick out. Jamal Wright for three. Teases the side iron and doesn't fall, so nice tempo here for Simon Fraser in the early going. David Rowlands, number 1. Tobin Carlbrook, number 13. Keegan Crosby wearing 21. The backcourt here for this Alaska Anchorage team. Of course, the front court players, David Riley, number 25. Hunter Sweet wearing number 30. Right back to Sweet. Back to Crosby. Right to the window, high off the glass, and it's not going to go for Rowlands. Nice dynamic move to the glass. David Penny back for Simon Fraser. Penny right back up top to Will Bellotta. The Quebec native wearing number 10 has a dynamic power element in his game, as you'll see here today. And there is an offensive foul being taken by Julian Roche as he drives in. And a solid play positionally by the senior David Riley to draw the foul there. So Roche with his second foul having to take a seat here. So that'll change things dynamically, but Simon Fraser knows they're going to get great play for number 5, the outstanding guard Jordan Lyons. So it's a smaller Simon Fraser lineup. We'll see what they do here as Roche has to cool his heels here. The foul being called against Riley, so he picks up his first. Simon Fraser will take over here. Keep your eyes on number 5 for Simon Fraser. Jordan Lyons has been dynamic, to say the least. Will Bellotta. Nice take by Bellotta right to the window, and Will's going to lay it up and in. So right now the score now 5-0. Fans of Simon Fraser basketball and BC boys basketball, the high school variety. Great to see a BC player in that starting lineup today in the form of Josiah Mastandrea wearing number 1. Here's Rowlands to a jump stop in the paint for Riley. Cross court they go to Cal Carlberg. Shot clock's down to 5. Tough shot on the baseline. Simon Fraser, great defense there. 3 men around the basket though, and they can't get the offensive rebound. This time they do. And very quickly, Penny in transition. Right to Lyons, and look at Lyons glide to the cup. That's Jordan Lyons at his best in transition. And David Penny, a great job to get his team down the floor. 7-0, and the timeout called on the floor. We'll keep it right here. And Alaska Anchorage down 7-0 early. And interesting because they've had their moments in the half court. Carl, you're getting a chance to see this talented guard, David Rowlands, getting to the glass, the Hawaii Pacific transfer out of Dayton, Ohio. but just unable to to get the shots falling here early for Anchorage. But as Simon Fraser knows, it's going to take the full 40 to start winning games down the stretch here in the GNAC. Simon Fraser had their share of terrific play and a nice double-digit early lead on Saturday against Western Oregon. Looked like they had that one, but they faltered in the second half and wound up losing. A very disappointing game for them. They hope to get back on track here today. Alaska Anchorage, as we just handed the stats, starting the game 0 for 4 from the field. AJ Garrity now in the game. The dish across, and the 3-ball gets knocked down there by Keegan Crosby, the junior out of Seattle, Washington. So Crosby will get his team on the board. Number 21 knocking down the jump shot there. As we mentioned, Garrity, number 5, now into the game. Here's Penny working off the Lions screen. Go to Bellotta. Will wants the 3, and he puts up a nice arcing shot. That's not going to go. Great bat there to keep the ball alive by Jordan Lyons, number 5. David Penny works off the Lions screen. Penny back out to a cutting Mastandrea. Josiah for 3, and he rattles it home. Josiah Mastandrea with his second triple of this opening half. And it's a 10-3 game for Simon Fraser. A great sign for the guys in white and red. Wide open jump shot. Simon Fraser catching a break there. Mastandrea had to adjust his shoe. He's late getting back down the court, but he's in formation now in the half court. 4 minutes gone here in this game. Simon Fraser will sub in Elliot Demakulangan at the next stoppage. Here's Bellotta. Jamal Wright from the 3-ball corner. He knocks it down. Jamal Wright with a big triple.
Oh, okay. And sorry, Jamal's number 15, right? Okay.
A media timeout has been called here.
Yeah, right. Zoom in on them. Okay. Okay.
Wow. If I've got that correct, Jamal Wright got whistled for a technical foul. Was that unsportsmanlike? Not sure what happened after the made 3. So indeed an unsportsmanlike technical called against Jamal Wright. I didn't see it. I'm asking around here minor officials row, and no one really saw what happened. I don't know what it was the official saw. Certainly the official very resolute in his call, and he made it very quickly. I don't know what had happened, but what a terrific job Simon Fraser has done getting off to this 10-point lead in the early stages of the first half of play. Howard Smurra, glad you could join us today, and a shout out as well to Jacob Lazar, our producer on the broadcast today. Ace Statsman Wilson Wong as well here with us at the West Gym. The Simon Fraser University squad shooting it, sizzling 5 of 7 to begin. They're 3 of 5 from downtown. And the leading scorer, obviously Josiah Mastandrea, he's taken 2 shots, both of them from beyond the arc, and he's hit them both for 6 points. 3 points for Jamal Wright, 2 each for Wilfred Bellotta, Jordan Lyons. Keegan Crosby, the lone field goal for Alaska Anchorage, who started this game 1 for 6. That'll be Hunter Sweet shooting the technical. So 13-5 now the score. Rollins. Alaska Anchorage with all of their starters with the exception of Garrity on the floor right now is wearing number 5. Here's Rollins. Finds Garrity. Carlberg takes a handoff. Carlberg to the wing back up top. Garrity the kick. Shot clock at 8. Boy, there's A long weave here as they put up a 3-ball from Karlberg that doesn't go. Or rather, Karlberg with the rebound and 13 again, fading from about 15 off the front iron. Simon Fraser, that rebound a bit of a hot potato, but they take over here 5 minutes into this game.
Right.
Demaculangan, number 20, and he's been deadly from 3 as well. It's a great 3-point shooting group on the floor right now for Simon Fraser. And if you just joined us, the entry underneath to Bellotta. Ooh, looked like he got fouled underneath, but he keeps with it, and that's the motor that Will Bellotta has to make the basket. Stutter step on the drive, off the window. That is a tough hoop. Tick the boxes for Keegan Crosby on that effort. He battled hard. Okay. With a defender in his face, makes a tough shot off the glass, off the dribble inside. Here's Penny. Works off the line screen to Bellotta at the top. Karlberg guarding Mastandrea. Josiah shows you the floor game. He puts it on the deck and kisses it off the glass. 17-7, back to a 10-point lead. Play getting a little scrambling now. Rollins back up top to Sweet. Sweet will go back to Crosby. Oh, it was a nice quick move off the dribble there by Hunter Sweet. And the foul is going to go against Jordan Lyons. Jovan Rai wearing the 0 into the game now for Simon Fraser. Shot clock resets here for Alaska Anchorage. Garrity, A.J. Garrity working on Demaculangan. He's going to get Elliott in some jeopardy, and 20 is going to get called for the foul. So aggressiveness, they're fighting it. Alaska Anchorage, let's face it, they fought it offensively early, but they're starting to gain a bit of an edge here off their dribble drive game. They're creating fouls. Simon Fraser now with their 5th team foul. So credit the Seawolves for doing the little things right now. And in absence of their offense and with this 10-point deficit, helping themselves with their aggressive mindset in the half court. Stepping up to the line, it's going to be A.J. Garrity. 74%, easy for me to say, free throw shooter on the year. He's now 15 of 20 overall from the stripe. Garrity as well shooting the 3-ball at 37%. So bringing some quality offense to this team off the bench at 5.7 points per game. Garrity again with that second free throw, swishes them both and makes it an 8-point game. Here comes Demaculangan. Demaculangan back with the basketball. Foul is going to get called, I believe, on Hunter Sweet. A bit of aggressiveness there defending outside of the arc, and Rolando Calapese, the official, will make that call. 2nd team foul now on the Seawolves. That's Sweet's first of the game. Here's Penny. Shot clock's down to 6 now for Jamal Wright. Great entry underneath. Lions dispossessed of the ball underneath. It was number 21. Keegan Crosby disrupting the play underneath. Only 3 on the shot clock here for the Penny to Rye inbounds. Jovan gets it off. Good if it goes off the side iron. And here's the chance for the Seawolves to continue digging in their heels on offense. Building a little bit of momentum here with Keegan Crosby. Wow, tremendous, tenacious defense from David Penny. What a job by number 3. David Penny just sticks his nose in there and grabs a hold of the ball and creates the jump ball situation. So great hustle. It's going to stay with the Seawolves, but The hustle defensively noted by David Penny, number 3 on that play. Inbounding right in front of our broadcast location, A.J. Garrity. Now to Caleb Larson. Ooh, again a foul off the dribble drive by SFU, this time Jovan Ray. That's going to be the thing to rack up those team foul counts here, and it's going to send no, inbounds, excuse me. But Alaska Anchorage building up those Simon Fraser team fouls here. Still early in this game. Kick to a 3 in the corner. Instead, a drive to the basket, and what a quick take there. Kind of dribbling through the raindrops. Keegan Crosby gets into the lane, gets right to the rim, and lays it up and in. So now a 6-point lead. Simon Fraser's offense struggling its last few times down the floor. Rusty Osborne, the Anchorage coach, making a flurry of substitutions here. Penny with a great take. That's David Penny, the distributor who knows when he has to score for his team on the baseline. Tough move there to score it. Carlberg puts up the long jumper, rattles in and out. Rebound by Jamal Wright. That one is going to stay with Anchorage, I think. A timeout called on the floor. We will take a short timeout as well and be back with more from the West Gym in just a moment.
I am here to build bridges,
I'm here to promote inclusion,
to embrace diversity,
to learn from others.
I'm here to support my community.
I'm here to lift people up,
to engage,
to listen.
I am here to grow.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela Burton. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back with you here at the West Gym. Howard Smurth, thanks for joining us in another men's Simon Fraser GNAC League game here. And if you're joining us by the video stream, you're going, hey, a 2 o'clock GNAC men's game on a Monday afternoon from Simon Fraser. Certainly a rarity, but the end result of the complicated season everyone in the GNAC has had with all the cancellations. 8-point lead for Simon Fraser, 19-11. They have the basketball in the front court. Jovan Rai, the inbounds to the point guard, David Penny. The Maculangan comes off the baseline to catch that one, works off the Jordan Lyons screen. Jamal Wright, Penny inside. Lyons has a nice post-up game as well. Against the double team, turnaround shot's not going to go. Ripped away there by A.J. Garrity. Tobin Carlberg working off that Hunter Sweet screen. Keegan Crosby back up top. To Carlberg. He goes to Sweet. Hunter Sweet. The high post. Shot clock down to 8. Caleb Larson now. The skip down low. Oh, and what a great job by Jamal Wright to get the block down low. He ignites the break to Maculangan. Spinning in the paint. Finds the cutter. Coming to the basket, and it's Jordan Lyons for the lay-in. 10-point lead restored for Simon Fraser. Tremendous effort there to get the block by Jamal Wright, and then the other end of the floor getting the nice finish. Simon Fraser comes up aggressively, and Alaska Anchorage is going to throw that one right into the Simon Fraser bench. So the boys from Burnaby now with a opportunity to build on this lead. Sitting at 10 points as we approach the midway mark of the first half of play here from the West Gym. David Penny. To Maculangan. Oh, Elliott losing the handle there. Sweet. Cross court. Back up top to Karlberg. Jump shot off the back iron's not going to go. A rebound underneath by Sweet. He's going to turn around and lay it up and in. And that's not what Simon Fraser wants to see from a defensive presence in the paint. A simple pivot move there, and Hunter Sweet, the senior from Beaverton, Oregon, wide open to score the basketball. Makes it an 8-point game as we're right at the midway mark right now. 10 minutes remaining in this opening half of play. Here's to Maculangan for three, hand in his face, just off the mark, and a great rebound there. Defensive rebound by Anchorage gets him very quickly down the court with Garrity. AJ, little crossover move, comes to a stop high off the arc and gets the roll. AJ Garrity, a great play. So a 10-point lead for Simon Fraser very quickly back down to 6 here. 21-15, and Josiah Mastandrea set the check-in at the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Here's Penny. Deceptive off the handle, great dish underneath. And although Jamal Wright couldn't score it, he's going to get free throw trips underneath. The foul is called against Anchorage for the bump. And that's going to be the second foul of the game on Hunter Sweet. David Penny. The box score is not always going to tell the story with Penny, although, you know, a case in point there, beating two defenders in the paint off the dribble. And although he doesn't get an assist on the play, he creates the opportunity for Jamal Wright to get to the free throw line. So once again, David Penny, one of those guys that whose numbers and whose presence on the proceedings oftentimes not available via the box score. That one off the iron for Jamal Wright. Caleb Larson over to Crosby. Oh, the lane opens up and right to the basket. Keegan Crosby puts it on the deck and just drives in for an easy layup. He makes it a 4-point game. So there's swings left, right, and center in this game. Simon Fraser led by 10 points just a few minutes ago. It's now a 4-point game. Queuing up a 3-ball to Mastandrea. Oh, just a bit too strong. What a nice rebound there by Will Bellotta underneath. So the foul being called against Anchorage is Caleb Larson. His first of the game, the fourth team foul now for UAA. Will Bellotta off the inbound. Lyons screens for him. Jordan comes back out to get the basketball. Now he's going to drive into traffic. Try to play through it, and they're going to call the travel on him. There was certainly a ton of contact, and looked like Jordan got a nice dribble on his path to the basket, some building up some momentum there. So Simon Fraser will keep possession here as Wright will inbound with 11 seconds on the shot clock. He goes to Bellotta. Will to Mastandrea for three. And a foul by Elliott to Maculangan underneath the basket. The long arms, as our analyst Jacob Hall pointed out Saturday, the real basketball frame, the wingspan, Elliott to Maculangan doing it all right there. As he gets a nice putback to make it a 23-17 lead. 6-point lead for Simon Fraser. Caleb Larson. Larson wants to try and do it all. He goes right into the chest of Wright. But they're going to call the foul on Wright. So the much smaller guard with his aggressive mindset is going to manufacture some trips here, and he's feeling that one right now. He's shaking it off as he steps to the line. Jamal Wright's not going to give ground easily. But credit Caleb Larson, the 5'10", 150-pound sophomore from Wilsonville, Oregon. He's a transfer from the now-defunct program at Concordia University of Portland. 23-17 the score. Simon Fraser leading Anchorage at the stripe. Larson trying to make it a 4-point game here. Darius Gwynn now checking in, the Portland, Oregon native out of Grant High School, the D1 drop down from Bryant University. Now on the floor, and he's wearing number 0 as Larson makes them both. He makes both ends for a 23-19 deficit for Anchorage. Here's Demaculangan coming up the court. To Bellotta. There's a 3-ball put up by Wright. Great rebound by Lyons. A foul getting called on Gwynn. That'll be his first. The timeout will keep it right here. Simon Fraser in their sets with Penny not on the floor running the point. You do hear the comments from Simon Fraser's bench to keep that ball moving. It does have a tendency to kind of get a little bit static, and I think Simon Fraser obviously at their best, moving that basketball in the half court, spreading the defense, making them move their feet, and of course being deadly from those baseline corners with the 3 balls. It's been a real effective formula for Simon Fraser thus far in this basketball game. And we can tell you that Simon Fraser is shooting 3 of 11. They've gone a little bit cold over the last few trips down the floor, but they are shooting 50% from the field. They're 10 of 20, 3 of 11 from 3. Alaska Anchorage, on the other hand, 6 of 16. They're 1 of 6 from downtown, but they're 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Gwynn, Larson, and Sweet have all gone 2 of 2 from the stripe. Some other things to mention to you. Leading scorers, 9 points for Keegan Crosby leading the way. He's 4 of 5, including 1 of 2 from beyond the arc for the Seawolves. 4 points apiece for A.J. Garrity and Hunter Sweet. Simon Fraser led by the 8 points of Josiah Mastandre. He's 3 of 6, including a pair of triples. And Josiah getting the starting nod from head coach Steve Hansen. 4 points apiece for Bellotta and Jordan Lyons. Back to live action. Demaculangan putting up the 3. Off the mark. So another foul getting called here against Anchorage. And it's going to go against David Rowlands, the starting point guard. His first of the game. Here's Bellotta. Mastandrea, cross court, he goes to the far baseline corner, and Josiah, his 3rd triple of the half. And on the series before that, the Simon Fraser coach is imploring Mastandrea to run right through to the other side of the court and not stop. He does it this time, and he's found, and he cues up the 3-ball from the corner. Gwynn puts up a little push shot there, and the paint's not going to go. Simon Fraser. Oh, here's a deep, deep 3 from Josiah. Doesn't go. Lyons trying to tip that. Went over the top from behind. Don't want him getting a foul there from Simon Fraser's perspective. Mastandrea will inbound the basketball. Check out the movement in Simon Fraser's half-court offense. Feeding in rhythm right for the 3, doesn't go. Great job by Demaculangan. Some fingertips almost produced an offensive possession. Gwynn making sure no one's in his general vicinity. So Anchorage out of sorts offensively right now. Simon Fraser seems to be picking up a bit here. Demaculangan will take a seat. David Penny now back into the game. So it's Penny and Mastandrea along with Lyons, Bellotta, and Wright. And that is the original Simon Fraser starting lineup tonight. Or this afternoon, excuse me. Nice job there as Roland skips in the passing lane. He'll run through. He'll give it to Gwynn. Ooh. Lyons is going to get called for the foul there, and it's a tough one for Jordan because he stuck to his man defensively, but was leaning just a little too much, and I think key play there by Gwynn. For Gwynn to be able to kind of move away or move down or give to the opponent gave the impression that Lyons was actually falling on top of him. And a good job there for Gwynn to get to the free throw line. A make here by Gwynn will make it a 5-point game. He makes it 26-21, a terrific first half here. No, a miss there as they come right back down the floor. Oh, 3-ball hoisted. That's going to swish for Keegan Crosby. And here they come. They're only trailing by 2 points. Great job by Anchorage. Trailing by 10 now, cutting it back down to 2 points here. It's been a first half just filled with the ebbs and flows. That's a miss for Anchorage, and here comes Penny leading the break. Quickly, Lyons, Jordan will put it down with authority, Jordan Lyons. And that's an exclamation mark here with 5:12 left in the first half of play. What a job they did. And some great defensive play on the other end as well. Jordan Lyons doing it at both ends of the floor. What a job by Simon Fraser. People talk about the athleticism and the agility of Jordan Lyons. Well, the agility part, just look at the control he has to calm himself right at the moment he needs to become the shot maker. At the other end of the floor off a pass that was delivered but not right on target. It was there within a very frenetic pace. And his ability to focus and get that layup, tremendous work there for number 5. That said, Anchorage has been equally as tough to shake, and if Simon Fraser's not getting trips, Anchorage certainly is. They've been living at the free throw line, and so much of their narrow deficit here based on their aggressiveness in the paint, their ability to get to the free throw line, their ability to make shots once they get there. Caleb Larson, he's a 75% free throw shooter, makes the Larson came in today 24 of 52. We'll check that. 18 of 24 from the free throw line. Keep it at a 1-possession lead now. Making 1 of 2. Simon Fraser spacing and ball movement. When it's been working, it's been effective. Shot clock now under 10. Bellata's going to pull up the high arcer, and he knocks it down. Will Bellata. Backspin city for number 10 on the high arcing jumper. And a miss there by Anchorage. In and out for Caleb Larson. Good right to Lyons into the paint. Wow. Lyons explosive into the paint, comes to a jump stop. Tobin Karlberg reaches in and creates a jump ball. Gotta take your head off there to number 13. He did a great job for Anchorage to create that turnover on the alternating possession. 30-25, 4:08 remaining in the half. Rollins back up top to Garrity, or rather number 13 right to the rim, Tobin Karlberg. Karlberg, a great job off the dribble. And here we go again, a 1-possession game, 3:51 left to the half. Tremendous basketball game, can't wait for the second half, but 3:47 to go here. Here's Penny, shakes a couple defenders now to Demakulangan, who keeps the pivot quickly now. Bellotta for 3 again. Bingo! Will Bellotta! Sweet Will Bellotta with a big triple there. 33-27 now the score. Turnover. Bellotta behind the back as he crosses half court. The skip in transition. Oh, and Demaculangan unable to score it. But I think there was some contact underneath the basket. No, I thought there indeed was. So A.J. Garrity getting called for the foul. What a tremendous transitionary stage that was for Simon Fraser, getting down the court in a hurry. Will Bellotta just making shots all over the court right now. And we thank everybody for the stats here as Will Bellotta now 4 of 7 from the field. He's got 9 points. He's got 1 triple, and he's 4 of 7 from the field. He's got 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists in 14 minutes. Those are quality numbers on this evenly based talent flow that Simon Fraser head coach Steve Hansen has deployed here in this opening half. Coach Hansen going with 8 players in the rotation. And of course, the 8th player is Julian Roche, who is scoreless in this game and had 2 fouls in the first minute of play and has not played since the opening minute. So that'll be a big boost to Simon Fraser, getting the big man back in the second half. But in his absence, you look at what's happened here with Simon Fraser's bench adding 6 points there, or 8 points rather. And the SFU bench is in the midst of its best span of the entire season. They had 25 points 2 nights ago in their win over Southern Oregon. Today, keeping pace, doing a good job with points off the pine. Mastandrea, though, leading Simon Fraser with 11 points in this game. Keegan Crosby, he's 5 of 6 from the field for 12. Here's Demaculangan at the free throw line. The 8th and 9th free throw trips of the season for Demaculangan. Doesn't spend a lot of time on the stripe, but he was 5 of 7 coming into the game from the free throw line. Simon Fraser lead at 7 points here with 3:15 remaining. Right, playing some tough defense there. The 3-ball hoisted from Keegan Crosby, a rare miss, just his second miss of the half. He's done terrific shooting the basketball, has number 21. Underneath to Bellotta. Out to Demaculangan for the 3 off the side goal. Look at Elliott with the follow. He goes right to the rim. That's called following your miss. Elliott Demaculangan with a GPS for his own miss, right to the rim for the layup. 3-ball hoisted from the side corner is not going to go there for David Rowlands. How about Elliott Demaculangan making it a 9-point lead? Elliott, sensing that 3 wasn't going, took off on a dead sprint right to the basket. Just ran right onto the rebound and laid it up and in with those long arms. Offensive foul called. It's being called against Jordan Lyons, his 3rd of the game by the official Chuck Frayne. Our officials today are Reese King, Chuck Frayne, and Rolando Calapis. So Lyons has 3, he'll take a seat. Coming into the game now for Simon Fraser, Dylan McPhee, number 11. There's McPhee right into the heat of the fire. Cutter, Rowlands, floater, good. 7-point lead for Simon Fraser. Rowlands solid in that role as the team's starting point guard, number 1. With a nice decisive floater there. Penny now trying to break his man down off the dribble, instead back to Demakulangan. Jamal right in the corner, the entry to Will Bellotta. And again, a turnover. It's going to come the other way. Now foul being called against Will Bellotta. So Simon Fraser only Will's first of the game. Free ball for Garrity. Instead, he goes to the rim. And Will hangs in there. Will Bellotta. Interesting call as Will Bellotta stands in defensively. He picked up a rather suspect foul at the other end, but he comes back on the other side and plays real hard-nosed defense and creates the offensive foul against Garrity. A.J. Garrity picking up his second. 1:21 remaining in this first half of play. As we mentioned to you, Simon Fraser on this homestand had a 64-63 win over St. Martin's, and then followed that with their 76-63 loss Saturday to Western Oregon. So I got that wrong a second ago. St. Martin's was a win on Thursday, and then a loss on Saturday to Western Oregon. So Simon Fraser trying to get back in the win column here. Of course, came into this contest with a 5-6 record. Would love to get to 500 here in the conference. Down to 1:11 remaining. Great skip from David Penny. He finds his teammate. And Jamal Wright with a dunk underneath. Simon Fraser with a great job there with 1 minute remaining to make it a 9-point game. Ooh, and Penny's going to reach. He's going to get called for the foul on that. Great decisive move on turning the corner there from Rollins. This is a harder 9-point lead with 49.8 seconds left in the first half for Simon Fraser. Seawolves at the free throw line. It'll be Rollins. I believe Rollins' first trips to the stripe here today. Rollins, a 75% free throw shooter on the season, makes the first. Comes up shy on the second. Ball pinballs. Saved by Wright right in front of the Simon Fraser bench, and now Penny. Here they come right into your viewing screen. It's Bellotta bullying his way to the edge of the paint. The quick pass is tipped out of bounds by Gwynn. Darius Gwynn gets a hand on it, the junior out of Portland, Oregon. Dylan McPhee, number 11, is out there along with Penny, Bellotta, Wright, and Demakulangan. So in so many of these combinations, great three-point shooting prowess on the floor for Simon Fraser. Here's Penny. Demakulangan. He'll launch it just off the mark, follows it again, puts up another one, and he hits it! That is the second basket Demakulangan's hit in the first half by missing and getting his miss. And this time it's a three ball. 14 seconds left. Rollins steps back for three, and he knocks it down. Dead-eye dagger right in front of the Simon Fraser bench with 7 seconds left. 9 points, Simon Fraser. Bellotta, good if it goes. Over the goal, and that's going to do it. 41-32 the score. An exciting first half of play here from the West Gym. Simon Fraser will come off the court into the halftime locker room with a 41-32 lead over the visiting Seawolves of the University of Alaska Anchorage. We will be back with the second half here from Simon Fraser University in a few moments.
I am here to build bridges.
I'm here to promote inclusion.
To embrace diversity.
To learn from others.
I'm here to support my community.
I'm here to lift people up.
To engage.
To listen.
I am here to grow.
I'm here to make a difference.
I'm here to create.
To innovate.
To do research that matters.
I am here to continue asking questions.
To continue learning.
To expand my horizons.
I am here to grow.
I'm here to get more than a degree.
I'm here to explore.
To connect.
To learn.
I am here to forge a new path.
To push myself. To set goals and achieve them.
I am here to win.
I am here to grow.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back with you here. Apologies as we had a technical review from the officials to determine the last shot taken by number 1 of the Anchorage Seawolves, David Rowlands. It was ruled to be not a 3-point shot, instead a 2-point shot. So it reflects it in the new score here as 41-32. And because of that, the 15-minute halftime started late. So we're about 2 minutes away from the opening tip. We'll run through some of the numbers from that opening half of play. Howard Smura with you. And thanks for joining us all around the province of British Columbia and in the great state of Alaska to watch these two GNAC rivals scoring off in the West Gym. We'll start off with Alaska Anchorage. They were 9 of 24 from the field, shooting 37.5% in the opening half of play, including 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. 10 of 12 from the free throw line, though, and that really helped their cause throughout. A solid job there. The leading scorer for the Seawolves was Keegan Crosby. He was 4 of 6 overall, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and he played the only player to play all 20 minutes for his team in that opening half of play. The other top scorers drops considerably from there. 5 points for David Rowlands, 4 points apiece for Hunter Sweet and AJ Garrity. Josiah Mastandrea draws into the starting lineup today in place of Drew Bryson, who's been battling an injury. Mastandrea with a solid effort. He went 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Leads all scorers with 11 points in this game. As well for Simon Fraser, 9 points from Will Bellotta, 4 of 8 from the field. 8 points for Elliot Demakilangan off the bench, 3 of 7 from the field. He also had 5 rebounds. Will Bellotta leading all rebounders with 8 in this game. Simon Fraser's bench outscoring Anchorage is 14-9. Simon Fraser also the huge advantage in second chance points, 15-2 for Simon Fraser in that department over the opening half of play. As we mentioned, Simon Fraser is wrapping up a 3-game homestand with this contest. The women will take over with a couple of games Thursday and Saturday evenings. We'll have those broadcasts for you as well. Hope you join us. Our broadcast tomorrow will feature our analyst, injured Simon Fraser senior varsity player. What am I saying, senior varsity? Simon Fraser, injured Simon Fraser guard Kendall Sands will be here as our analyst on the broadcast. Hope you can join us for that broadcast right here from the West Gym again on Saturday as well. 41-32 the score. The team's now on the court ready to begin play. And this 9-point advantage certainly not safe for Simon Fraser, as they found out Saturday in their most recent game, their most recent loss. David Penny wearing number 3. Back leading the way for Simon Fraser. Jamal Wright also on the floor. Will Bellotta, who's got the ball now, and Julian Roche as well, number 35, who got those 2 fouls in the first minute of play. Rowlands knocks it away. Shot clock's down to 7. Simon recovers. Mastandrea, what a tricky pass there for Jamal Wright. Josiah didn't have the passing angle he wanted, but could see his teammate out of the corner of his eye and went into the cylindrical passing motion and almost found his man for the jumper from the corner. Couldn't get that one to go. So keep it at 41-32 here. 29 seconds into the second half of play. Julian Roche coming in, averaging a team leading 9.2 rebounds, a team leading 14 points per game. And of course, he played 1 minute in that opening half of play. 2 quick fouls in that first minute of play, and he was a spectator the rest of the way. So see if Simon Fraser can't get the big man going. Right now he's on defense, denying David Riley in the post. Riley now turning to face the basket, one-on-one back up top. Sweet to Rowlands, back out to Sweet. Hunter with the basketball. Thought about a handoff, instead dribbles down to the baseline. Tough shot, he knocks it down. He's a shot maker on the baseline. Hunter Sweet knocks it down, and he makes it a 7-point game, 1 minute in. Here's David Penny. Jamal Wright, number 15, he wears the white headband. Will Bellotta. Penny, the drive, the dish underneath, and Roche with a flush, and Julian gets heated up in a hurry off the great penetration skip from the point guard, David Penny. That was terrific half-court offense for Simon Fraser. Here's Rollins. Puts up that runner, and it's deadly. Rollins is a guy who is deceptive. Once he beats you off the dribble, he doesn't need any space at all to get the shot off. He loves that runner. We saw it again in the paint in the first half. Bellotta. Look at Will with that strength. That is strength on strength to get that rebound, and he feathers it home with the soft hands underneath off the window. Will Bellotta in command down in the paint here. Pushes the Simon Fraser lead back to 9. Here's Rollins. Karlberg ripped away by Roche. Julian to the wing to Penny quickly. Will thought about pulling up. And that pass gets knocked out of bounds. Torben Karlberg, team's leading scorer in the opening half. Goes and digs at it. It'll be Anchorage basketball for the guard Hunter Sweet. Rollins to Karlberg to Riley. Riley dispossessed of the basketball, ripped away by Josiah Mastandrea. Here's Penny, the spin move on Karlberg. Penny goes to Bellotta. Back to Penny. Reversal, right open for the 3. Looked good when it left his hands and finds a way to stay out of the cylinder. And the rebound there by Karlberg underneath, but a foul being called against Simon Fraser. It's going to be Will Bellotta's second of the game, the first team foul here in this second half of play. We're just under 3 minutes in. Sweet to Karlberg. Roche coming with a double team. Instead, Roche tries to get the block. Simon Fraser very quickly down the court. And looks like Bellotta's going to get called. That's going to be Bellotta's third foul. He gets called for the offensive rebound. That's a tough break for Will. So Bellotta, you see the energy he brings and his nimbleness in the paint, the way he's getting things to go for Simon Fraser, but he's going to have to take a seat. Cool as jets down a bit there as Elliot Demakulangan now back into the game for Simon Fraser. SFU wanting to keep the core group out there to build some momentum and try to gain some separation. Can't do it. Sweet to Karlberg. The entry to Riley on the block. David Riley back up top to Karlberg. Quick pass to Sweet. He will instead go to the baseline corner, and the jumper there is not going to go for Caleb Larson. Very quickly, here comes Simon Fraser. Penny right to the rim. He lays it up and in. And David Penny did a great job in transition. And he's going to give his team an 11-point lead. This equals the largest lead of the game. Simon Fraser led by 11 in the first half. There's Larson again off the front iron. Loose ball up for grabs. Rollins, he'll put up the 3. And he makes some magic happen there with the 3 ball. The miss by Larson, the alert play of Rollins to get that ball and just chuck up the 3 ball. It falls. Makes it an 8-point game. Penny to Maculangan finding Mastandrea. The drive inside to Julian. Off the window, doesn't go. Roche with a great effort there, just couldn't get that one to go. Came off the penetration from Mastandrea, playing off that 3-point ability of his. And here's Rollins taking over a bit. He goes reverse at a tough angle underneath the rim. Jordan Lyons will check in for Simon Fraser at the next stoppage. Elliot Demakulangan, step back 3 for ED, and he knocks it down. Elliot Demakulangan. Here's Riley. Kicks it back up top to Sweet. Head fake on Jamal. Underneath. Tries to get the carom to fall. Won't go. Jamal Wright does a great job defending on an island underneath the basket. Jamal Wright gets back the miss. Jump stop. Oh, tough moves underneath by Wright. He can't get that one to go. Jamal Wright using the motor here. That one doesn't go. Keeping it at 9 points. A real loosey-goosey, wide-open contest happening here. And Rollins comes in and takes a foul there. There'll be a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short break and be back with more. 14:02 left in this game. Simon Fraser 50, Alaska Anchorage 41. And that horn brings us back to the West Gym here, the top of Burnaby Mountain. Classes in session, busy campus life underway here at Simon Fraser University. But of course the basketball game taking place today in the West Gym between Anchorage and Simon Fraser. And to our listeners from Alaska, you know Simon Fraser is currently undergoing a search for a new sports nickname for its athletic team, so we just call them SFU, Simon Fraser Men's Basketball, all permutations of thereof. And here they are right now. Damakulangan. Julian Roche. The big man, the give and go underneath and the reverse, and those are nimble feet from Julian Roche. Julian Roche looked like he was dancing in the ring. What a great job that was. Hand in his face for the three, and it's not going to go. Loose ball underneath. He is going to get gobbled up by David Penny. Look at the outlet from Penny right to Jordan Lyons. Jordan with a tough post move underneath, and he lays it up and in. Jordan Lyons catches the home run ball from David Penny. Sweet cross court to Larson. Caleb into the paint. He goes high off the window and he gets two back. Intuitive moves underneath in the paint there by Caleb Larson, the sophomore guard out of Wilsonville, Oregon. How about the adaptability? High post passing, cuts to the basket from Julian Roche, and just, he's a 7-footer. Making a helicopter move in the paint for that lay-in. And Anchorage, though, never say die, keeps coming back. A.J. Garrity knocks down the triple. An 8-point lead here. Torben Karlberg, number 13, set the check-in for Anchorage at the next stoppage. Deep three from Mastandrea. He was a full stride and a half outside the arc there. Crosby to Sweet, puts a move on Mastandrea. Double team comes from Roche. Kick it back for the open three ball. Doesn't fall. And that was Garrity with a miss. Pulling up, Mastandrea Josiah. He pulls up on the wing and knocks down the triple. 57-46, a lead now at 11 for Simon Fraser. Anchorage in the half court. Scrambly play for Sweet, though, and he's a shot maker. He's going to go cross court, though. They'll work it to Karlberg. And Mastandrea mismatched there defensively, but tries to stand in against the charging 6'6", 215-pound Keegan Crosby. Foul's going to get called against Mastandrea. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 57-46. Simon Fraser. You talk about the beauty of high-tempo basketball. How about David Penny's full throttle outlet chest pass down the floor to get that basket for Simon Fraser? It was beautiful to see. And they've got finishers today, and you look at guys, looking at guys like Jordan Lyons and Julian Roche really getting out of the end of those outlet passes and doing such a great job. Simon Fraser in this second half shooting 50%. They're 7 of 14 from the field. They were 17 of 34, 50% as well in the first half. A great shooting performance thus far. We'll see if they can't focus on that consistency of the full 40 today, because they're going to need it. But the good part is they're shooting 24 of 48 from the field, including 8 of 26 from beyond the arc. So 50% exactly from the field for Simon Fraser. Now 3 double-figure scorers. 14 points for Josiah Mastandrea, 11 each for Elliot Demakulangan and Wilfred Bellotta. 2 double-figure scores now for Alaska Anchorage. David Rowlands with 12, the starting point guard, really turning it on offensively. He's 5 of 8 from the field. As well, 10 points for Keegan Crosby, 4 of 7 from the field, including a couple from distance. Caleb Larson, AJ Garrity among the guards out there right now as we try to eyeball who's out on the floor there. Free throw is going up there from Keegan Crosby. We also see Evan Hoosier, what a terrific basketball name, wearing number 32. I believe that's Evan's first time on the floor here today. The illustrations on the left leg, very prominent for Hoosier, who's an Alaska native, the second Alaska player I believe we've seen on the floor today. Evan Hoosier, 6'9", 270, a redshirt freshman out of Diamond High School in Anchorage, Alaska. This is this guard-dominated group as we've seen here for Alaska Anchorage today. Simon Fraser now 10 on the shot clock. Rising for the 3. There was some contact there. Demakulangan in hard for the rebound. And I believe Elliott might have been fouled as he chased down that loose ball. No, instead they will be Simon Fraser possession. Hustle still paying off. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Bellotta. He sat a bit with those 3 fouls, but he's back in the game. Underneath the right, reverse, and Jamal will get fouled as he scores the basketball. So back to their largest lead of the game now. Oh, actually, no, they led by 13. They're now back to 11 points. And Jamal Wright with a nice move on the baseline, and he gets a chance to make it a 12-point lead with a make here from the stripe. He rattles it from 15. Good job there for Jamal Wright. 11 minutes remaining. Simon Fraser's foul issues here. Julian Roche is going to check in at the next stoppage along with Rowlands, has 3, as well as Bellotta, who's on the floor right now wearing number 10. Oh! Great job to dribble into high percentage range there by Karlberg, but he couldn't finish it. Or check that, yeah, Torben Karlberg, number 13. Here's Bellotta, a post-up move, double team contemplated. Instead, one-on-one, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Rowland's back into the game for Anchorage, I believe, for Caleb Larson, and Mastandrea leaves. They go small to big with Roche. Julian now with the basketball, feeds the low block. Bellotta tried to score in between 2 defenders in the low block, couldn't get it to go. Karlberg pulls up from 3 on the break and had a great look at the triple, couldn't get that one to go. Will to skip underneath. The turnaround again. Oh, just off the money there for Julian Roche. There's a tough elbow jumper, and it's going to fall. Torben Karlberg did a good job there. He makes it a 10-point game. Jordan Lyons will check in for Simon Fraser at the next stoppage, along with Wojtek Ruzek, who will see his first action of the game for Anchorage. There's Demaculangan. Physical underneath. Great little second pass, and that's going to result in a foul as Hoosier's going to get called for the foul on Roche underneath. Not in the act of shooting there, but a foul against Hoosier, who takes a seat now. As we said, now into the game is Wojtek Ruzek, number 24. Quick opportunity underneath for Jamal Wright. And that foul is going to get called against Torben Karlberg, number 13, his second of the game, 15 foul. Trying to measure the effectiveness of Simon Fraser right now, and it's their ability to get that foul count up. They are drawing fouls underneath. They're making things happen with their ball movement. Garrity coming out, taking his place. Hunter Sweet now back in the lineup, wearing number 30. And Wright's going to make that one. Great ball movement there to Karlberg for three, and give a lot of credit there to Keegan Crosby. Puts it on the deck and creates some rhythm for his jump shooters. Gets it outside, makes it a 9-point game. Demaculangan, he looked to lean and take a corner on Rollins and just went tumbling to the court, gets called for the travel and the turnover. So Demaculangan, tough break there for him in the half court. Anchorage looks to cut this lead under 9 with 9:04 remaining. Still plenty of time in this game. And Wright's going to get called. Simon Fraser's got to be careful with the foul counts here now. Wright's got 3. Demaculangan has 3. Or rather, Balata out there on the floor right now. All coming off this dribble drive game of the Seawolves. Here's Rollins, the give and go. He gets it back for the jump shot. Can't get it to go. Saved into the hands of Wright, quickly down the floor to Penny. David, great dish. Oh, just a hot potato off the hands. Roche tracks it down, but right into the arms of Rollins. The skip, and Karlberg will lay it up and in. Terrific transition basketball. The best stretch we've seen from Anchorage in terms of getting up and down the court from stop to make. Mastandrea will check in at the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Underneath they go to Penny. Oh, that's a tough break. Simon Fraser is going to get called for the offensive foul underneath, I believe. David Penny's going to get called for that one. That's a tough break. You know, Penny's got the physicality, and because he's stronger physically than the guy guarding him, that player went down, and it's one of those situations where a tough call goes against you, and you got to bounce back from it now. That's a 7-point deficit for Anchorage, and they've got the ball, but they are creeping up in the momentum department here the last 2 or 3 trips. Quickly entering. Sweet splits the defense. Ruzak came up and was, I believe, stepped on the end line as he tried to make that pass to the wing. Simon Fraser needs to make the matchups work for them. They've led by as many as 13 in this game. Back up top to Penny. Lyons sets a screen, but Penny disrupts them himself with his dribble drive to Bellotta for three from the corner. Bingo, Will Bellotta. He drops a rainmaker from the baseline corner to make it a 10-point game. Ooh, there's Penny physically. Is Penny going to get another foul? Simon Fraser getting a little frustrated at the calls here, but a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short timeout. Be right back in the West Gym in just a moment. And the horn brings us right back to center court here. 7:31 remaining and a 10-point lead for Simon Fraser. But a lot of good things happening in terms of the momentum for Alaska Anchorage. And certainly head coach Rusty Osborne for the visiting squad here, hoping to continue to just get that momentum built here to a stronger degree. Carlberg, Rollins, Sweet, Gwynn, and Ruzek on the floor right now for the Seawolves. It'll be Wright, Lyons, Penny, Bellotta, and Mastandrea for Simon Fraser. Gwynn underneath, one-on-one. Great positional defense there by Jamal Wright. Quickly, Penny will slow it up and get his team across half court. David Penny, unfortunately, taking two quick fouls, and he's got three, but they need him on the floor right now. He's their floor general. Penny reverses to Mastandrea. Josiah, the skip double team comes. You got to get it out of that double team. Oh, they tried to. And into the hands of Carlberg. Against a triple team, kicks it back up. Rollins fades from three, and that is a tough shot. Great job by Wright. He tips it right into the hands of Bellotta. And will slow things up and find his point guard. David Penny. What a vital point of the basketball game it is right now for both of these teams. The Simon Fraser run can do a lot of damage, and so can an Anchorage run the other way. Here's Lyons cross-court. Bellotta three-ball. Mastandrea. Oh, skirts off the back iron. Thought about it. Just didn't have the fall underneath. And look at that, right to the rim. Carlberg, relentless throughout this game, and he outstretches there as he goes right to the glass to lay it in. And he makes it an 8-point game. Clock now down to 6:04 remaining. Simon Fraser with Mastandrea. Bellotta, Gwynn's guarding him right on the lip of the paint. Still a one-on-one matchup. Fake across court to Wright. He dribbles. Loose ball batted by Bellotta right to right. And that's a great bit of basketball improvisation by Jordan Lyons and Jamal Wright. They lost the handle, they lost the rhythm in that ball movement, but found a way to get Lyons the basketball in the paint. And Jordan Lyons, savvy enough that once he got his mitts on that pumpkin in the paint there, he just went up and drew the contact to get to the free throw line. So a great job there by Jordan Lyons. Instinctive basketball throughout for so many of these Simon Fraser players today, and it's great to see. Thinking on your feet in tough situations and making things happen. And all that equals a 12-point lead with 5:49 remaining, a 10-point lead at 67-57. Here's Carlberg. Back up top, takes the handoff from Sweet. In they go to Ruzek. Turnaround hook. And Wojtek Ruzek with a hook shot that is going to find favor with the basket, 67-59. 5:22 remaining. Simon Fraser. They have executed today in the half court to the tune of 50% from the field. Balata shot clock at 8. Clogged up with his own look here, but he's going to shoot over it. That's a tough shot. And the quick outlet. Karlberg to Rollins. He lays it up and then he gets fouled at the end of the play. And whoever got the foul is going to pick up their fourth because the two guys in the vicinity were Balata and Penny. So Will Balata is going to pick up his fourth foul on the block. The basket is good. The end one opportunity available here for Anchorage.
That's his fourth.
67-61 the score. Simon Fraser doing a terrific job here. They fought off so many rallies and uprisings from the Seawolves here today. As we said, have stretched that lead out to 13, 14 points, but to Anchorage's credit, have rolled it right back down. Anchorage coming into this game off of a very tough weekend, losing 70-66 on Thursday at Northwest Nazarene, heading out to Ellensburg, and then losing 81-80 in overtime to the Central Washington Wildcats. And now here they are today at the end of a 3-game road swing. And they're down by 5. They're battling. They want to take something home back to the great state of Alaska from British Columbia. They want a victory, but Simon Fraser equally hungry, coming off of all of their second half struggles Saturday in their 76-63 loss to Western Oregon. Would love some redemption, would love to finish off the homestand with a victory themselves. Simon Fraser's shooting percentage has dipped to 47.3% from the field, 55 of 26. The Seawolves shooting 48 of 21. That's 43.8%, 14 points apiece to lead Simon Fraser from Wilfred Balata, Josiah Mastandrea, 10 points apiece from Jamal Wright and Jordan Lyons, and 11 from Elliot Demaculangan. For Anchorage, 14 points for David Rollins, 12 for Keegan Crosby, 11 for Torben Karlberg. As well, AJ Garrity off the bench with 7 points. Simon Fraser leading the bench scoring, the second chance scoring 20-5. Fast break points tied at 11, because you've seen some great transition basketball from this Anchorage team over the last 4 or 5 minutes of play, especially as it pertains to the point guard Rollins and Torben Karlberg, number 13. Those two have been tremendous with a 1-2 punch down the court. So Simon Fraser with a lot to think about here in terms of their execution as they want to hold off this hard-charging Seawolves team, traditionally one of the powers in the GNAC. As we mentioned on Saturday, looking at those GNAC standings, it's so tight. There is so much parity in the conference right now. And with everybody making the playoffs, you're going to see the hottest teams, the team that can peak at the right time, being able to do some extensive damage here potentially at the GNAC tournament. Rollins does what he needs to do. He hits them both, and he makes it 67-63. So from their lowest ebb tonight, Anchorage has shaved about 10 points off that to make this a 4-point game. And they keep possession of the basketball here with 5 minutes remaining. Karlberg, Rollins skips it across the baseline to Gwynn. Gwynn to Karlberg. Shot clock's down to 5. Sweet trying to find some room, and a great job there defensively by Jordan Lyons. He seals the baseline. Creates a turnover for Simon Fraser. Sweet had nowhere to go, stepped out of bounds, and Simon Fraser now with the basketball as David Penny brings it up across half court. 4:38 remaining, and it's going to be a heck of a finish here. Penny with the basketball. David thought about driving himself into the paint. Spin move, loses it to Rollins. And Rollins dishes on the move to Karlberg. Bingo! We've got a 1-point game, and that's what we were saying. The connection between Rollins and Karlberg has been tremendous here for Anchorage. Julian Roche will check in at the next stoppage for Simon Fraser. Here's a handoff to Penny from Lyons. Mastandrea rises, can't get the three ball to fall, and Anchorage can take a lead here with a made basket. Here's Gwynn, he sees a lane, he goes right to the glass, and he lays it up and in. 68-67 the score for the Seawolves. So Simon Fraser has lost that mojo. They'd love to get it back here with the final 3.5 minutes. Starts with their point guard. Here's Penny to right. The skip down. And Lyons does a good job in the paint. Rollins getting called for the foul. A timeout on the floor. We'll take a short break as well and be back with the final moments here from the West Gym in just a moment. And that horn brings us back to live action here. You look at the box score, and the many aspects of this box score, you'd think Simon Fraser was leading a huge advantage in rebounds. 37-22, including 12 offensive boards to 18 defensive rebounds. So that percentage off of Anchorage's defensive glass is tilted hugely in favor of Simon Fraser. They're also leading in second chance points, 20-5. But look at the points off turnovers, 18-8. And that's been a huge factor here for Simon Fraser and Anchorage in this second half of play. It's led to a 1-point lead for the Northern visitors here, as Lyons steps up and ties the game. As we mentioned, Julian Roche, the big man, will check in here. The next stoppage. And Simon Fraser gets the lead back as Roche checks into the game for Lyons, who hits them both from the free throw line. And Julian Roche needs to be, as Coach Hansen tells him before he heads out there, be vocal and be a leader on the floor for your guys here over the final stretch. The big man back into the game. One half of the dangerous combination. Rollins from 14 back. This time Sweet step back for three. Doesn't go into the hands of Will Bellotta. He squeezes it. So Bellotta does a good job to get his team back down the floor, and Simon Fraser can build on this 1-point lead. With 2:40 remaining, here's Will Bellotta. Roche looking for Mastandrea, tipped out of bounds, they say, by number 13 of the Seawolves, Karlberg. Tobin Karlberg. David Penny, shot clock down to 6. Penny's got to make a move. Mastandrea for 3. Oh, doesn't go right at the shot clock buzzer. And here's a chance again for Anchorage to take the lead. Crosby finds Rollins. Rollins works off the sweet screen now at the top of the key again. Shot clock down to 10. The kick out of the cutter, to the cutter rather, and it's none other than Tobin Karlberg. He's done a terrific job, the Anchorage native, doing it all for his Seawolves here in the second half. A 1-point lead restored for the guys in gold. We're down to under a minute left. Here's Roche. Julian. Back to the point guard, Penny. Oh, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Alaska, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity here for David Penny. Penny took it hard at his check, and he did put his forearm out, but the referee there to call the defensive blocking foul. Oh my gosh. That is a tough break. That's going to be the third foul. I actually thought that was going to be the fourth, but it is indeed the third. Roche has not had a foul since the first 2 minutes of this game when he picked up 2 quick ones and didn't play the remainder of that first half. But the bottom line is Wojtek Ruzek, the transfer from Utah State Eastern and the native of the Czech Republic, now in at the free throw line. Jamal Wright needed to come out of the game. They had 6 players on the floor, and he wasn't sure what the commotion was about, finally realizes it and comes out of the game. So Ruzek makes it a 3-point lead here with 1:28 remaining. Simon Fraser needs to value their possessions. That goes without saying here in the latter stages, as we're down to the first minute and 15 seconds left in this game. Here's Penny. Penny to Mastandrea, looking to feed Bellotta, batted away. Great hustle by Josiah. He gets on the floor. And are they going to call a jump ball? Because if they do, it's going to be Anchorage. Simon Fraser, I believe, has called a timeout. So Simon Fraser calls a timeout. So very quickly calling the timeout here with 1:06 remaining in a 1-possession game. Simon Fraser has had trouble the last couple second halves here now. They've had momentum, they've had double-digit leads, and right now just battling to do what they can here, trailing by 3 points with 1:06 remaining. That's a tough one. Thank you very much for the stats, which show us Simon Fraser right now in the turnover department with those 14 turnovers, leading still to 18 Anchorage points in a 3-point deficit. Simon Fraser has rebounded the ball so well today. But other things have tripped them up today. Anchorage is 16 of 18 from the free throw line, so they've done a good job there. And Simon Fraser was shooting 50% for the majority of the game. They're now shooting 45.6%. Alaska is shooting 46.2%, the Seawolves. So both teams have shot it well, but in ebbs and flows right now. The efficiency numbers have to be pointed in favor of Anchorage. It's the way they've taken this 3-point lead. Simon Fraser avoids the jump ball with that timely timeout. Here's Penny. He's going to put up a Major three-point shot. He had to do it with the shot clock running down. So exactly 1 minute left in this game, and charging off the bench there for Alaska Anchorage, A.J. Garrity now back into the game for Ruzek, who gave him some good minutes there, number 24. Did his job for Anchorage. Garrity out there now with Carlberg and Crosby and Rollins, as well as Sweet. Here's Rollins will just dribble right to his bench. They'll call a timeout. A 30-second timeout called. We'll keep it here. And Anchorage really coming out of this timeout wants to chalkboard something they can run for a high percentage shot here with under a minute remaining. Now, if they're able to score a two-point basket, I mean, you're talking about a two-possession deficit here. So this is a key possession for Simon Fraser to try and defend. You're a fan of Simon Fraser basketball? Join us again on one day from today, Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be back right at it with the women, who play the first of 3 home games in a row here. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, all of them available via the live stream if you can't make it down to the West Gym. Simon Fraser coming off a great performance on Saturday by the guard Grace Killens in their road victory. So Penny now quickly fouling. Jamal Wright checking out to Maculangan checking in. Penny to Maculangan and Mastandrea all on the floor right now. The ability to get the quick three would really be a huge one for Simon Fraser. 4-point deficit, they can make it 5 right here. They miss it, a 4-point deficit. Here comes SFU. Will take what they're given, but they are trailing by 4. Ooh, as Roche tries to break free, I think. There you go, the foul called against Sweet. It's enough to send Roche to the free throw line. He was held as he tried to break out for a shot attempt, and he swishes it. A 1-possession lead right now for Alaska Anchorage. Ooh, a miss there, a tip underneath. And they are going to call Anchorage possession. Simon Fraser thought maybe it was going to be their basketball. Another timeout called. The make there would have been huge in terms of adding points with the clock not moving in the late stages here. Still so much that can happen here. 45.7 seconds left, 73-70. Julian Roche with a miss on the second. Alaska Anchorage struggling from the field in the first half of play. They shot 37.5%. They were 9 of 24, but they're 15 of 28 in the second half from the field. The 3-ball, not a huge part of their arsenal, but certainly they find ways to score the basketball. And their 3-point shooting was on point when they needed it to be. Big ones by Tobin Carlberg and Keegan Crosby. They've each hit a couple of threes today. They're 6 of 23 overall. 26%. Simon Fraser, 9 of 31 from distance on the game, 29%. Julian Roche, a tough time in the first half, unable to play after the first minute with those 2 quick fouls, but he's been able to get some things done here in the second half. Still just a 4-point performance for the leading scorer on this team. Julian Roche comes in averaging 14 points and 9.2 rebounds per game. He's got 4 points and two rebounds today in 14 minutes. Tough to get into a rhythm. And as this game has worn on, Anchorage has clearly gained the momentum right now with a 3-point lead. Stop's going to be absolutely huge here for Simon Fraser. Anchorage will come in to take the ball and inbound along the baseline. See what Simon Fraser cooks up from a defensive point of view here is there's Wright pressuring the inbounds pass. See what Simon Fraser can do is Sweet now with the ball to Garrity. They cross half court. Oh, and they're going to throw it out of bounds. How? They're saying Anchorage ball? There's just no way. Carlberg threw it to an open wing. There was no Simon Fraser player in the vicinity. That has to be a Simon Fraser ball. Well, they're just going to take a look. At least they've got the ability here to go and look at the replay and let's see what happened there. But clearly, if it sure looked like a Simon Fraser possession, and a good chance for Simon Fraser if they get this ball to make something positive happen and a potential comeback here with 36.3 seconds remaining. Simon Fraser putting on just enough defense that they were a little harried as they crossed half court. And Carlberg, number 13, looking for a teammate on the baseline. The typical zigged instead of zag, and the ball goes out of bounds. The officials saw potentially a Simon Fraser fingertip on the basketball there. We'll see how they rule, but I'm pretty sure that was a clean pass out of bounds. Either way, the decision will be huge here in terms of the final outcome because I think it's going to be a Simon Fraser basketball. We'll see what happens here. Referees, of course, at the end of the first half had to figure out if Rollins had hit a 2 or a 3, and that added about 10 minutes to the halftime break. So it was an extended halftime break. The teams were coming out early, wondering when things were going to get going again, but the full 15 minutes took place after they ruled, saying that Rollins had actually stepped on the line and it was a 2-pointer. They'll take their time here. It's a critical part of the game. Head coach Rusty Osborne of the Seawolves, Texas 88 grad in his 18th year at the helm, 310 and 173 overall. Well, they want to make sure they got this right, so clearly there's something to watch. We'll take a short break here. We'll be back in about a minute here. So when the decision is rendered, to producer Jacob Lazar, just, well, perhaps we won't. We'll just see here. Oh, the officials will come and keep us right here as we get the decision. Reese King, Chuck Frayne, and Rolando Calapese, the 3 officials now gathered at center court to render an outcome here. Well, they're going to rule Anchorage basketball. And they're the ones who watch the replay, so Anchorage with the basketball here. 36.3 left on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Simon Fraser, big trap comes quickly there. And Anchorage calling a timeout. Anchorage with a 30-second timeout. So Simon Fraser went in there with that extended break as they watched the reviews to scheme something up defensively in case they didn't get possession of the ball, and clearly designed to trap the ball handler as close to the sidelines as possible. And Rusty Osborne quickly calling for time.
Sorry, that was a rush, right? Was that a visitor timeout?
That was an Alaska timeout, yes. 30 seconds. A 30-second timeout was called, and that'll be the end of that one there. So when we return to play, 33.2 seconds left in the game, 18 on the shot clock for the Seawolves. And inbounding the ball will be Garrity, number 5. Crosby, Carlberg, Sweet. And this guy with the basketball right here, Rollins. Simon Fraser restricted not the foul here. Shot clock down to 10. Rollins back up top, finds, gets it back. Elbow jumper off the back iron and wrestled away. Alaska gets a loose ball. They kick it back out. They've got a foul now, and they finally do with 12.1 seconds left. That's a tough break for Simon Fraser underneath. They had their opportunity, and Will Bellotta with a great chance there to squeeze it, but something happened in it. The ball just got loose there, and Anchorage able to come up with it. And they kick it outside and look to run the clock down. Simon Fraser scrambles to foul, and with 12.1 seconds left, key free throws here. Front iron miss there by Tobin Carlberg. Huge free throw. You can't understate that enough here. Can't overstate it enough, rather, as Carlberg steps up to make it a 2-possession game. And he's going to do just that. Makes it a 4-point game. Simon Fraser with 12.1, and here's Penny. Simon Fraser calling for time. They take about 2.5 seconds off the game clock here. 9.2 seconds remaining in the game. Simon Fraser timeout. And it goes without saying, you want a quick strike here. And it almost doesn't matter if it's a 3 or a 2. You just want to get a bucket. 4-point deficit, 2-possession deficit. As things wind down here with 9.2 seconds left. So Simon Fraser talks things over. And here they come out of the timeout. It's going to be the same group of players as Demaculangan will inbound the basketball. Mastandrea and Penny out there as well, along with Julian Roche and Jamal Wright. They go underneath to Wright. And it bounds out of his hands as he falls out of bounds. It goes into the hands of Anchorage. And that's unfortunate from a Simon Fraser standpoint, because 5 seconds remain in this basketball game, and Sweet's going to step up to the free throw line. That puts an intense degree of difficulty on things. A tough break there for Simon Fraser. They were looking for the quick strike underneath, and right underneath the basket, unable to maintain possession and get a shot attempt there. Anchorage just missed the first of their free throws in back-to-back trips now.
Right away, right to the rim. Right to the rim. To the rim, guys. Everything to the rim. Let's go.
You can hear the coaches, everything to the rim here as they make the second. 5 seconds to go, 5-point deficit. Here's Penny. They need to sprint for their lives here. Mastandrea puts up a 3, doesn't go, and that's going to do it. That is a tough way to lose a basketball game for Simon Fraser. And a great win for the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. A absolutely classy group as Rusty Osborne salutes Simon Fraser. But SFU feeling that one. That's a punch to the solar plexus. Again, difficulty holding a lead in the second half. And it, boy, the theme of the weekend. A great effort to rally on Thursday, but Saturday and now Monday, tough losses here for Simon Fraser. 75-70 is going to be our final score. That'll do it for us here. Thanks for watching. For everybody here on the crew at the West Gym, including our producer Jacob Lazar, thank you. I'm Howard Samura with the broadcast, and I'll be back with you again tomorrow for SFU women's basketball in the evening. Join us then. Until then, happy basketball.